Hi, here's a quick tip for you. Changing gears and playing the arrangement. This is a 2-for-1. So that's kind of two things in one there, but they're very important. They go together, okay? So that's really important. So that's why I'm doing them in one video. So what am I talking about? Changing gears. This is something I talk about a lot when I'm teaching. I think it's really, really important part of understanding your role as a drummer in the band and playing the music, okay? Play the arrangement. Got to play the arrangement. Play the music, yeah? Don't just bang the drums, okay? So what do I mean changing gears? So essentially, whenever you play, whatever beat you play or whatever groove you play, there's different variations you can do on that. We can change the sound of the groove by using the different parts of the drum kit, okay? So the absolute classic one, which everybody, of course, knows, is switching up to the ride cymbal, and it works really, really well. So we can play any beat, and then if I switch up to the ride cymbal, and then back down again. Okay, so what's happened there is I've changed the texture. That's what I've done. I've used a different, I've reorchestrated it around the kit. I've used a different sound, and I've changed the texture. And what that, and the thing is, that has a massive effect on the groove and on the music. And I think the thing is, don't underestimate that. Don't underestimate the power of that. There's so many different sounds you can get around the drum kit and so many different ways of playing the same beat, okay? So really explore them. Make sure you have a lot of choices that you can use. We can use the rim click, okay? And we can switch up to the snare. I could play tight hi-hats to loose hi-hats. Every time I change that has a very significant impact on the music. Now, here's the important bit, and this is really important. And I've seen this go wrong. You know, people do this wrong. So what you mustn't do as a drummer is just switch at random points just because you got a bit bored. I've done a bit of that, and then I go over there, and then I go over there, and I've seen it, and it's an absolute dog's dinner, right, if you're going to do that. And this is what I mean about playing the arrangement. So if you switch your beat at the point where the music switches, that is hugely powerful, and that's very, very significant. Don't underestimate the power of this if you do it at a significant point in the music where the music changes. Now, this is where I talk about playing the arrangement. Now, you've got to learn about this stuff, right? Every bit of popular music, in any style, going back, however far back you want to go back, always has three main ingredients, okay? As a verse, as a chorus, and a bridge. Okay, if you don't know about those things, you've got to check that out. You've got to learn about verses, choruses, and bridge. Now, the arrangement of the song, you could have, verse, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, bridge, however it is, it doesn't matter. But you've got those main ingredients. Now, of course, there are other bits too. You might have an intro, you might have an outro or a coda, there might be a tag, there might be a guitar solo on one section, there might be, you might see sometimes this thing called a pre-chorus or whatever. But essentially, those three main ingredients are always there. Okay, and your job as the drummer is to match the music when it switches, play the arrangement. So if you change gears at the point where the music changes, okay, where it goes, if it goes up a gear, it goes down a gear. Very common switching up to the ride cymbal on the bridge. Okay, that's because the music usually, when it goes to the bridge, it usually lifts. So switching from the hi-hat to the ride is a lift. It lifts your beat, okay? So you've got to be aware of whether you're going up a gear or down a gear, on your drums, and does that match what the arrangement of the music is doing? Is the music going up or is it going down? What is the arrangement? Play the arrangement. Okay, very important. If you do that, you'll be getting a lot of smiles from all the rest of the musicians in the band. And that's very important. That's what we do this for, right? If we get smiles from the other musicians, that's how you get lots of gigs and you get booked again, because that's what they want. That's what the other musicians want from the drummer, right? They want someone to play the arrangement, change gears, play the song, play the music. That's what the other musicians want from the drummer. Yeah, they don't want all that fancy round the kit stuff. They're not interested in that. Okay, only other drummers are interested in that. But the other musicians are interested in a drummer that plays the song, plays the arrangement. Okay, if you do that, a lot of good things will happen to you. Hope this was helpful. See you on the next one. Cheerio.